Thank you, Ms. Bernal, and thanks to the Master Singers. I would now like to introduce to you the Senior Class President, Nicole Boy.
Hello and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2011. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to take this time to thank all the parents, grandparents, and relatives for celebrating this important milestone with us. You have guided us on the right path and led us to succeed. To all the faculty and staff joining us tonight, thank you for investing your time in us so that we may grow and become the young adults we are today. As we walk up the stage, we represent your achievement and are your rewards for your dedication you instilled in us. When we were little, many of us watched movies about princesses and superheroes and dreamed that someday this would be us. We watched Disney movies that taught us life lessons about the values of family and inner beauty. And as we got older, we wished deep down this fairy tale would come true in our own lives. But here we are, and sadly, I don't believe any of us have stories about meeting 7 singing dwarves or have ridden in a pumpkin horse-drawn carriage. But we have discovered something far greater than any fairy tale lesson could show us. We have created our own story from which we grow from personal experience and even revealed our lessons with others so that they may learn with us. To the class of 2011, our past 4 years have amounted to this story, and here's our time, our party to celebrate. We have created our own characters and built our own stories day after day, and through this, have produced our own movies that can now be celebrated. But instead of battling fire-breathing dragons, the plots of our stories include trials that test our friendships and learning the meaning of punctuality. Our movies teach lessons about gaining respect through maturity, learning the pressures of responsibility and accountability that come with our actions. But through all this, our stories prove ourselves to the world, that we aren't just a bunch of teenagers wanting to start trouble, but a group of young adults ready to make an impact in the world. So as we go into the world, we must remember these stories we have written for ourselves, but also we must not forget our lives that lay ahead. The scripts of our lives are still being written, and we must look to continue to lead strong, meaningful lives so that others may strive to imitate us, just as we dream to imitate the characters in the movies. A Disney movie that is most similar to our high school experience, and one of my favorites, is called High School Musical. This is a movie in which normal high school students incorporate song and dance into their everyday lives. But although we may not break out into a song on a daily basis, Niles is similarly a place where people were encouraged to step out of the status quo. It was a place where students could write their own stories, become a jock, a brainiac, an artist, or even all three at once. And so to all my classmates, this is your life, so take hold of it. Be the hero or princess of your own story, because you're the one who's living it. Finally, wherever we end up in the next few months, whether we become a Spartan, a Hoosier, a Boilermaker, or even end up on the other side of the country, we will still be connected to each other. Our roots are in Niles West, and as we go on to represent ourselves in the world, we also still represent each other and where we came from. We will always be the Wolves and the 2011 class that has that pride that causes us to start riots in the hallways and show spirit for the school we love. We have made friendships that will last beyond our time at Niles West and hold potential for our stories to intersect in the future. So look to your right and look to your left. And although this may be the last time we see each other, remember your classmates. Because just as High School Musical's Troy Bolton said, I guess that really means we are all in this together. Thank you. Have a great day.